Hope everybody had a great weekend. Remember to watch your health, otherwise, good are you to anybody. Also, for those of you who are retired, active duty, volunteering, wherever you are all over the world, remember that one thing in that deep down in your heart and your mind that actually someone actually cares about you is not on here for his health. Don't ever think that. I'm here because I care about you, regardless of what age, race, where you come from, or what kind of clothes you're wearing, whether you're in regardless if you're in the middle of Pakistan or Israel, and you understand the meaning of English. Trust me, people come on here just to learn English. How else are you going to learn? I show you writings, that's English. Storytelling for kids, that's English. Speaking of which, I thought I'd go over some history here at Port Campbell. The Art of War, the leisure section last weekend's paper. Don't get too confused being into Japanese, all kinds of languages. Even reading this. I know some of you women are drooling right now. Look at that. Honestly, I didn't pick this up out of nowhere. Someone obviously educated would be reading that. Golly, you thought you were all alone in China. Oh. You're not so low as you thought. See that? Well, I know someone who speaks English very well and starts off on Last Samurai portraying that one character. I understand, always enjoy a good conversation. He's never too far away listening, keeping the ancient history of the samurai alive even today. God bless all of them, wherever they are right now. Staring at this, not just eating noodles. What's love? Well, let's see here. The Art of War. Nashville exhibits offer knowing perspectives. By Rick Rizepka, curator-in-chief. Nashville, Tennessee. Gemma Holmes is on a mission, and she got the motivation and moxie to pull it off. The Nashville-based entrepreneur, writer, radio host, and philanthropist has an exhaustive resume, but her passion for supporting service members. No, I don't feel so alone in the world having an exhaustive resume. Service members and veterans have this Blue Star Mother of self-described committee, one finding creative avenue in her operation of advocacy. The first objective, supported military families through art at the Frist Center for the Visual Arts. The second objective, get them there. Currently on display at the Frist Center are two striking. How many knew there was a Frist Center right here in Nashville? You should look that up online. Frist, F-R-I-S-T Center. Another thing that you do that don't cost much money around here in Nashville. Did I not mention that? Museum, symphony, football, baseball season started already. Go Yankees. All kinds of things. Movies, the mall. Water parks opening soon. Downtown Nashville. Can't visit. If you're visiting, touring, bears arms in her name. With the help of Holmes and others who earmark donations for service members, military families have an opportunity to view first exhibits and interactive spaces at no cost during the first membership drives and through coordinated outreach efforts. Through June 8th, Goya, The Disasters of War, and Steve Mumford's War Journal, 2003 through 2013, will offer a lens that, like any other form of art, doesn't seek to answer the question of what does war really look like, but rather sheds a light on the overall experience of the warrior. A light that illuminates both what is recognizable to the civilian and familiar to the soldier, who can be supported but not really understand. Said Holmes, who matches donations to the Frist that are allotted to service members and their families. I am so grateful that more and more military families and veterans are finding respite, comfort, and inspiration at the Frist. Her son, Cornelius, a Marine, who was actually the first to donate money to the Frist, so service members and their families can enjoy the center's offerings, but her passion for advocating on behalf of military members didn't start with his enlistment. It's not like my son is my first rodeo. I'm riding the bull, she said, smiling, and my family is 6 service members, and so I'm in it. Holmes Infectious enthusiasm for supporting the armed forces community began with her great uncle, whom she knew as a child, a World War II prisoner of war. Came home very much changed by the war, like most soldiers. Private First Class Alan Jackson Holmes' great uncle was so affected that he was eventually forced into a Negro soldiers' hospital in Alabama, where he would spend his grandfather days staring out of a window near catatonic state. She said it wasn't until her grandfather took action to liberate his brother from the hospital that her uncle began to acknowledge the world without him and around him. His first words after waking around the hospital, according to Holmes, was directed very pointedly towards the hospital staff. He returned around and shouted, "You just, you just got go to hell," said Holmes, who affectionately referred to him as Uncle Cat because of an eye injury he suffered during the war. So out of those years he could talk. But he knew that in order to get the best care was not just in anything, said Holmes. My grandfather loaded him up that day and got him out of there. If you could just imagine that scene. There are many people who take care of grandparents, and some of them get serious personalities in the morning that is usually before or after coffee. God bless you, nurses. The medical staff all over the world taking such care of such grandparents. Remember now, it's their turn to be a kid, okay? You had your fun. When you're thinking about that grandparent staring out that window wondering if there's something new to do that day other than look at flowers outside, remember, they're just kids. And they're just as human as you are. They deserve respect. Each and every single one of them. God bless. He turned around and shouted, "You just go to hell," said Holmes again, affectionately referred to him as Uncle Cat because of an eye injury he suffered during the war. So, say anything, said Holmes. My grandfather loaded him up that day and got him out of there. If you could just imagine that scene. One of the things that my grandfather did, and this is where my immersion comes from, is every 4th of July they would put him in uniform, said Holmes, who credits that experience by instilling a deep-seated sense of patriotism in their family. That's where this side of respect and honor comes from. It is because of the reverence my grandpa. It's because of his reverence that Holmes can often be spotted at the Frist. And look out for service members and families, encouraging an appreciation for art and encouraging them to make the center a place where they can come for respite and relaxation. Specialist Justin Lee Rife, an infantryman with the 1st Grade Combat Team, said that his newfound appreciation for art drew him to the Frist. After deployment, I found a new interest in art, so I'm just checking this out. I haven't been to a gallery or anything like this before. He said, it's real, it's awesome, it's referring to Mumford's works. It gives a good sense of what it really is. For more information on the Frist, visit, you ready, write this down, www.fristcenter.org. You've seen Smithsonian Arts Institute of America. You should go there sometime, not just the one in New York, all over the world. The one in Washington, the biggest United Museum, the movie, can't go wrong there. That's an example of what that museum looks like. Okay, you could spend hours in there. The Frist Museum. It's fristcenter.org. Amazing place of art. Place of relaxation. You should go there sometime. Check it out right here in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Can't go wrong. Spirits. Now here's the big difference. Son chooses the art of war. I was reading page 16. Through the line of his argumentation follows, Son Tuesday almost to there. What is valuable in military affairs is strengthens and advantage. What is done is sudden alteration of truth, movements, and deceitful stratagems. Who knows best how to manage an army, and his son in his movements he plans was very deep laid, and no one knows where he may attack. When Sun led armies, they had no enemies in the whole country. Just movies like Gladiator, can't go wrong there. Oh, still waiting on the Project of Love. Most of you darling damsels, not just seen at the airport. The beginning scene, can't go wrong there. And when you think about kids and people who should do right instead of wrong, I think they've been men on fire. Also to protect that kid, look out for that kid, because that kid, be a kid at heart, deserves your kind of love for a parent. And if you're into country like myself, other than Clint Eastwood movies, Dances with Wolves, Kim Costner again, can't go wrong. Now remember, other thing, I'll read out for you. I should make this an everyday thing here. Soldier's Prayer, y'all take a knee. For those of you serving or have served. Every night you should say this to yourself, and every morning when you wake up. Remember, that's not just a uniform you're wearing, that's something that means something to many, not just those who lay down their lives for this country. Soldier's Prayer. Lord, I ask for courage. Courage to face and conquer my own fears. Courage to take me where others will not go. I ask for strength, O Lord. Strength of body to protect others. Strength of spirit to lead others. I ask for dedication. Dedication to my job, to do it well. Dedication to my country, to keep it safe. Give me, Lord, concern for those who trust me, compassion for those who need me. And please, Lord, through it all be myself. Amen. You're going to get up now. Do what you got. God gave you. Life, live it. Don't destroy your life, thinking nobody cares. That is the greatest ignorance of all. Destroying one's life because you thought nobody cared about you. You're greatly mistaken. Honestly, because his son wouldn't be wasting his time if he thought that. And caring about you, young and old. So y'all remember that. I also find inspiration other than playing Xbox, Call of Duty, working out at the gym, volunteering here and there. I volunteered for the USO, all kinds of things I mentioned. Also, for those who care, like writing, you can also reach me on the Facebook. Facebook, that's right, not just Twitter, Facebook. Look up my first and last name, the one with the USO in the background, being somebody who supports the USO. Certain characters over there, hello. Damn. Well, you recently had their Muppets show. That went real well. Considering I hope it did, because, like I said before, I wish my son could have made it. There are many dads out there serving all over the world who wish they had one more day, one more year to be by their kid's side while being deployed, or having not even 30 minutes of looking at somebody just gave birth to, brought life into this world, him or her. And God bless you, because I know exactly how it feels being away from my son. Another question is, remember, it takes two to make a relationship work, no matter how hard you try. Dating advice. You have to meet halfway. It's not about what he or she can give you, it's how you meet at the table. It has to be 50-50 or none. It won't work. I'm not the jealous type. I'll sit there over you while you throw a jealous fit and drink some coffee while you're throwing it. And throw up a cookie in your mouth. Are you done? You feel better? Because I'm only a human. That's the kind of friend I'm also the kind of friend, as I mentioned before, who will sit there and hold someone's hair while she's getting drunk over herself because she thought that guy cared about her. While he's out there getting with somebody else. If he cared about you, he'd be standing right next to you, watching you cry, giving you a tissue, a hug, something, some kind of compassion other than I'm too busy to care expression on their face. Remember, you gotta meet halfway. Regardless of what you own, what you have, what investments you have, it's not about your resume. It's not about what kind of furniture you look like. Remember, Jesus was a carpenter's son. He was lucky to even get that area to be born in. Remember that. Y'all watch your health. Up next is children's bedtime stories. Stay motivated out there. Those of you in uniform, remember, be kind to us as they are to you. Don't take your frustrations out on kids at home for having a bad day. You take your hind parts to the gym. Take it out on a punching bag there. If that don't work, then cool off at the nearest pool cocktail area. Listen to some live music. Don't get drunk. Save that money for some kids wanting to go to the zoo or something. Be there for your kids. Your dad was there for you. Your mom, those who gave you life, those who helped you along the way. Remember that. Like I said, there are many out there who wish they could spend time with their kids, and unfortunately, they're deployed. Speaking on their behalf, much love. Make time for those that care about you.